this is lifelong journey, and everyone is on this journey, on this spiritual journey, or you say life transformation journey, since many lifetimes, and whatever you are learning now or you are doing on yourself is being accumulated, is being stored in you, and that will be always with you. Even we transmigrate from one life to another life, but every knowledge, every development remains with us unless we divert our what we call progress or our movement. So there are two possibilities, that we can go from darkness to light, or we can go from light to darkness. Both are the possibilities. Means, according to our philosophies, Indian philosophies, that human being can become animal also, and animal can become human being. Even gods also can become animals, and animals also can become God. So that depends completely on the energy, that depends completely on the state of being. So if we become lazy, if we become careless, then we can go downward. This is all about transformation of prana. Prana means energy, life force, and there are five types of prana. Five types of prana. Okay, and every prana has unique nature. First prana is prana itself. Second is apana. Apana goes downward, apana. And Vyana is holding. When you hold the breath, you are creating Vyana prana. A specific form of prana that is called Vyana, right? In Udana is when your prana starts moving upward, that is Udana. So Udana is opposite to Apana. Apana is downward moving prana, life force, and Udana is upward moving life force. So this is up to us how we keep the prana, and how the prana is moving. So Udana, when somebody dies or when somebody lives in Udana state, that person naturally will move upward. That person will evolve naturally. And this is what is called Arya. Arya is Sanskrit word. Arya means one who is moving upward. It's called Arya. And Anarya means one who is moving downward. That is called Anarya. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna speaks to Arjuna, he says, Anarya justam aswargyam akirtikaram Arjuna. Means, oh Arjuna, you don't do such things which are practiced, which are done by Anarya. And that gives what? Aswargyam. Not Swarga, but the hell, which is the opposite to Swarga. So Anarya people go to the downward state. Why? Because their Apana energy is so dominant in them. Therefore, they live either on the root chakra or on sacral chakra only. So our Apana energy or life force remains in the lower chakras, like root chakra or sacral chakra. Therefore, we release the stool. Therefore, we release the urine through these two ways. Stool is released through anus or the rectum, and urine through the genital part. And that happens because of Apana. So we need Apana also. Everybody needs Apana for just excretion. And whenever anybody activates Udana, means that person naturally moves upward. That is called Arya. So in this training, you learn how to manipulate the prana, how to affect the prana, how to change the prana, to change the mood, to change the health, mental health, emotional health, you know, physiological health also. Right? Now, next is that is called samana. You know, samana. Samana is the ultimate form of prana or life force. And only yogis enter into samana. Only yogis have that form of prana when they enter into samadhi. So samadhi is possible through udana, and when udana reaches into samana, that's called samadhi. Sum is equal. Equanimity is called sum. Equilibrium is called sum. Balance is called sum. Samata, equanimity, samata. Samatvam yoga uchyate. This is what is defined by Lord Krishna, that yoga is samatvam. And Patanjali says samadhi, Ashtanga yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi is the ultimate samadhi. And samadhi is possible when your prana is transformed into samana. Okay? And then you feel upholded, then you feel lifted, then you feel boosted, then you feel exalted. Even when your udana is active, right from activation of udana, right from the arising of the udana, you feel elevated. You know, and when that energy enters into higher frequency or highest frequency, when your prana starts vibrating at the ultimate frequency, then that is called samadhi or dibya, divine prana, divine life or divine consciousness. Life and consciousness, these two are connected, you know. Our energy and consciousness, these two are connected. Vice versa. If you work on consciousness, you are working on energy also. If you are working on energy, you are working on consciousness also. This like if you are training your body, you are training your mind. If you are training your mind, you are training your body also. Mind and body, these two are connected. But a state comes when body is transcended. Body naturally transcend, you transcend body naturally. Body consciousness. But the ultimate is the consciousness. You know, the prana also enters into consciousness. Prana also follows the consciousness ultimately. This is like when we die, then where prana goes? Prana goes to the, consciousness. Prana goes with the consciousness. Prana goes with your consciousness to the consciousness. And where consciousness goes? Consciousness goes to its desire. If consciousness had, lower desires, then that consciousness will go to the lower realms. Even in human beings also, that consciousness will be born in lower standard of the families, lower families. So on this earth also, there are different grades, different levels of people, they are living. And they are called aristocrat family. Aristocrat family, So aristocrat families are, those families whose standards are higher, whose thinking, whose vibrations are higher. They have raised their vibrations naturally. And such parents attract only those spirits, those consciousness, as babies. Means mother attracts that spirit. So the consciousness enters into the mother's womb later, after the mother conceives, mother conceives with the semen of a man, right? And that is not the birth of a being, that is just only a seed. But the consciousness enters into that womb according to its frequency, according to its vibrations, according to its pranic state. Therefore, this is not coincidence that somebody becomes your babies or children, or you become children of somebody. It's not coincidence. It's very automated. It's automated. And there is no God, there is no such one who is managing all these things. No. It's automated scientifically. So universe is equal, universe is unprejudiced, universe doesn't do injustice. Universe is always super right, completely right. And we cannot blame that you are not supposed to become my kids, or you're not supposed to become my parents, or you're not supposed to become my life partners. No, no. These are all self-deceptions. We attract only such things, such people, such phenomena, such circumstances, what we deserve for. What we deserve appropriately, exactly. Because nature doesn't give more also nor less to anybody. Absolutely perfect, absolutely according to what we deserve for, what we are for. Therefore, we must work on our prana to raise the prana, to raise the vibrations of the prana. Whenever you become angry, your prana is, moving downward. If somebody dies in the state of anger, that person will be born in lower realms, ghosts, hungry ghosts, or angry beings, or angry animals, even in human beings also, angry people, angry parents, So this is all embedded, this is all designed and programmed. Therefore, we have to work on our pranic states. We don't have to allow any emotion to be in our prana for long. What you call trauma, trauma. What is trauma? Trauma is, something which happens in three states: fight, flight, and freeze. There are three, autonomic states, our nervous responses. Either you fight, or you fly, or you just get frozen, stuck, shocked. Especially shocking state is traumatic state. There, your prana absorbs such vibrations, such things which are stored in our neuropathways, nervous system, I would say. So the nerve impulses are also prana actually. Breath is not only prana, blood is not only prana. The impulses, nerve impulses are prana. These are more subtler forms of prana, right? And what you train to your brain for a longer period of time, that is programmed, that creates a circuit, neurocircuit, neural pathways. Mm-hmm. And that works even you are unconscious. This is like training your fingers to play a piano, right? When you are training your fingers to play a piano, initially you train. There is memory in brain, or there is memory in muscles also. There is memory in fingers. There is memory in our limbs. There is memory in the body. So whatever asanas you are doing with our other teacher, you are training your body to be in that. And your body is learning. And even you will forget, your body will be adaptable to be in that position. So people who come in stress, their prana is perverted. Their prana becomes unnatural, sick prana. And during that sickness, during that, shock, emotional shock or emotional imbalances, body tends to be in a specific posture. People who are afraid, their shoulders will be hunched. Their hearts will not be opened. Frightened people, hearts will not be open. They will remain like this. So their prana will keep moving in wrong ways. So always we have to keep our posture, body language, body posture, ideal or healthier. And what is that? Shoulders not hunched, but shoulders back. And also not too back, not hyper, not under, hypo. Neither hypo nor hyper. So it has to be appropriate. This is what is yoga, this is what is balance, And if you train your body to be in the right posture, then your prana will move naturally healthier. And a person who dies in the proper posture, their prana will enter into higher realms. So we don't have to wait for the death for our, what you call upgradation. No, actually, what you call nirvana, what you call liberation, what you call moksha, doesn't happen at the time of death. But that happens right now, right here. So nirvana or moksha or kaivalya can happen right now. Samadhi can happen right now. And when we train ourselves to be in that state, then even we can maintain that neuro pathways, the pranic movement at the time of death also. And such people die with peace, with grace, not in fear, not in attachment, not in, anger. Why is anger? Because of our, attachments. There is no anger without attachment. There is no anger without, so much what you call deep attachment. We get angry when someone wants to snatch our identity. When somebody wants to snatch our, what you call, grabbing attachments, what we are holding, we don't want to leave the body. Nobody wants to leave the body. That's why when death comes, they get afraid. Because they want to leave, and death says, no, now this is time to go. So they are fighting with each other. When we live in flux, when we live in acceptance, when we live in the tune with the nature, then we flow with the changes. Nobody wants to become old also. Therefore, people don't accept old ages. And we have to accept unconditionally. We have to accept the, laws of nature. And when we accept, then we naturally will be yogic in samana. So with fight, we are damaging our prana. Even in pranayama also, when you do pranayama, then you should not force the body to breathe in and out forcefully. That is not right way. Your body wants to breathe forcefully when your body, faces some threat, when your body feels some strong, imbalances, then only your body wants to breathe faster or deeper or heavier. But that time also you don't have to force your body to be natural, or natural means to be without force. But when we train ourselves, our brain actually, then we'll find everything works perfectly. Even these serious things also will not shock you. You'll find some people get scared at trivial things. Why? Because they are so much afraid. They have so much problems in their prana. They have lived their childhood were trauma, underwent in trauma, stress, anxiety, tension. Therefore, that is stored. But through pranayama, through pranic kriyas, we can completely release. PTSD. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-trauma stress disorder. It's called PTSD. OCD, obsessive compulsion disorder. All the mental health issues like what you call ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, schizophrenia. All these mental problems happen because of the pranic imbalances, and we can correct that. We can release all this trauma stored, negative memories in ourselves. We can completely release. We are holding. People normally hold them. People normally cherish them. They want to go and look back because of tendencies. And here, forcefully, pranayama is forcefully ejection of the negative emotions which are stored in our, muscles, in brain also. Some memories are stored in our muscles, different muscles like shoulders. When you are in a stressed, anxiety, tension, your shoulders will get frozen. Your lower back, your hips, your belly, your bicep. So tension is not only stored in your brain, that is stored in our whole body. In calf muscle also, you will find some tensions, some anxiety is stored in your calf muscle. So if you are breaking the tension, the stiffness from your calf muscle, means you are breaking that stored tension also. Working on body means working on mind. Therefore, work on the body, which is very obvious, which is very visible. Your body is the profile. Your body is actually what you call visible profile of your being. So we cannot see your mind, you cannot see your consciousness, but you see your body. And our next body is also being formed right now according to our mind. So you have to work both simultaneously on mind and body also. So this is not one way that I will work on body and not on mind and I will be done. No. Or some people think that meditation is only enough. We don't have to work on the body. No. Meditation alone cannot help. And yoga asana alone cannot help. And prana connects mind and body both. Okay. So whenever you do asana with us, breathe. And whenever you do any asana where your body feels pain, that means that is tension accumulated. And when you are feeling pain, then just start breathing deeply. You will find in pain, your body tends to breathe deeply, right? The pregnant ladies, when they go in childbirth, in labor room, and during labor, they feel so much pain. And their bodies breathe in different patterns. Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi. This Ujjayi. Humming. This humming. When we start crying, we are doing pranayama. Crying is pranayama. Natural body tendency to cope with that pain. So also in hard asanas, when you are doing asanas, then don't do easily. Force your body. Stretch your body. Twist your body. Generate the force. It's called biomechanism. Biomechanic energy. Generate the force. How? By putting force. But again, listening. Over is not allowed. And also under is not allowed. You don't have to do in under pressure, under efforts. And also you don't have to do over efforts. You have to give appropriate efforts. Sweat your body. Force your body. And when your body feels pain, Then your body, ask your body, hey, breathe. Sometimes your body will breathe belly breathings. You have learned belly breathings. How many pranayamas you have learned so far?
Uh,
10
all of them, sir. Yes, 10, and then
or 15?
I all of them, sir. On 15 now.
Very good. So we have learned 15 types of pranayama, right?
Yes, sir.
First was Udar pranayama, belly breathings. Then was chest pranayama, Baks pranayama. Then collarbone pranayama.
Mhm.
Then combination of all these three. It's called yogic pranayama. Then Chandra pranayama,
Mhm.
left inhale and right, left inhale and exhale. Then Surya pranayama, right inhale and exhale, blocking left. Then Surya pranayama. Then Chandra Vihedi, when you pierce the left, when your left is blocked, then you open it. And how you open? You inhale through the opened one and exhale through the blocked one. Inhale through the opened one, exhale through the blocked one. In that way, you unblock that. It's called Chandra Vedi. Surya Vedi is to unblock the Surya, means right nostril. And how? You inhale through open and exhale through blocked to unblock it. This is called Surya Vedi. Then Anulom Bilom Pranayam, you know, Anulom Bilom, alternate nostril breathings. Then Kapalbhati, then Bhasrika, then Ujjayi, Brahmari, these are pranayamas, right?
Yes, sir.
These are pranayama. But when you will categorize them, then you'll find there are only four types of pranayama. Four types of pranayama your body tends to do, your body tends to breathe to cope with different you know, emotional
Mhm.
crisis.
Can I take notes, sir?
Yes, please. When you are in stress, then your body may need to breathe from lungs, from belly, from throat, or from brain. So there are four types of pranayama. First is belly breathings. Okay. Second is lungs breathings. You engage your lungs. Third is throat breathings. You engage your throat. And fourth is humming breathings. You engage your brain. So four types of breathings. You need to train your body when you are doing different asanas. Like warrior. Today you are doing warrior asana, right? Warrior
Yes,
one,
sir.
two, like that.
Two.
So in warrior one, your body you have to train your body to breathe from the belly.
Mhm.
Warrior two, in warrior two, you have to train your body to breathe from the lungs. When you are engaging your lungs, means you have to train your body to hey breathe from lungs because whatever part is being strained, whatever part is being stretched, bent, twisted, worked hard, that part needs more blood. And how blood is supplied? Through breathings. Through breathings. Okay? And you will find sometimes when you are in stress, then your body wants to exhale forcefully, like yelling kind of, hey is yelling. Yelling is
Yeah.
what? Throat breathings. Hey, yelling is throat breathing. Or labor, childbirth. And sometimes you combine throat with brain breathings also.
Mhm.
Hmm. 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 And when you engage your brain, means you are engaging your mind most effectively because mind operates through the brain. Mind is different, brain is different. Brain is hardware and mind is software, right? This is like any software is installed in memory, right? Like you have cell phone, you have computer. If there is no hard drive, hard disk, there is no memory, you cannot install the high size software, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every software is a kind of file, system file, right? I'm software engineer. I was software engineer. That's why I can explain you in that way, in such a
I'm software engineer too, sir. So I'm
wonderful.
connecting.
Wonderful. Yeah, yeah. So you know very well because you are software engineer. So this very easy to understand. This very good simile. So every every programming is software. Like somebody scolds you, somebody yells at you, and how you react, that is based on your software.
Mm-hmm.
That is based on your program. And every program, whether what you call instincts are actually also programming. And intuition is also program. Intuition is more enlightened. Instincts are not enlightened, right? Instincts you'll find in animals. The same instincts become intuition when they are enlightened, when they are noble, when they are Arya, when they are brilliant, when they are, classical. Animals have also desires, and the enlightened human beings have also desires, right? And yogis have also desires. Gods have also desires. But yogis are superior than gods. Why? Because yogis have overcome all the defilements. Yogis have overcome all the weaknesses. And there are only three weaknesses. Greed is one weakness, anger is another weakness, and delusion is the third weakness. There are only three weaknesses: greed, anger, and delusion. And you will find greed, anger, and delusion in gods also. They have also greed. They also want to become, they also want to remain God forever. Anger, if somebody, you know, dishonors a God, God gets angry. You know, so that anger is also present in them. Therefore, they are not yogis. They are on the path, definitely. Why? Because they had worked hard on themselves. That is why they have become God. And when their life span will be finished, they will be born again, either as a God or as human being or animal or any way. Every God has lifespan. Every God, right? And yogis transcend the life, the cycle of life and death. They become liberated. Therefore, yogis are more superior, supreme, and there are some yogis who voluntarily keep themselves available in the universe for longer period of time. But although they are liberated, but they keep them available. Like Shiva is a kind of yogi, right? Vishnu is a kind of yogi. They are also gods, but also yogi. But they are superior, right? According to Hindu philosophy, right? What I mean is that we have to train our body only in breathing. How conscious practices. Every day you practice 30 minutes. When you wake up in the morning at your home, and you wake up in the morning, then first thing you
Yes,
should
sir.
note is your breath, right?
Yes, sir.
Your eyes are closed. You do not open your eyes immediately, and you should not open your eyes immediately. So, what is best way when you wake up? Then your mind notices that even before waking up. Also, you start noticing. Your subconscious mind starts noting that now you are to wake up. right?
Mm.
If you are mindful, if you are mindful, then you can note that now I am to wake up. And that noticing time is the beginning. And when that awakening slowly becomes intensive, then you wake up, right? Then the laziness also goes away. Then now your body is fully ready to get up, right? Sometimes your body needs more sleep. Your mind wakes up, your prana wakes up, but your body doesn't wake
Mm.
up completely. So you give some time, sometimes you snooze your alarm, right?
Yes, sir.
Because your body is not waking. Therefore, in the morning, yoga asana practice is not advised to practice without warming up the body because your body was sleeping, your body was not
Mm.
warmed.
Mm.
So therefore, slowly you warm up your body, warm up. Then your body starts waking up. Your mind wakes up, but your body is not waking up still. So, firstly, your mind wakes up, then your breath wakes up, means prana, then your body wakes up. This is the process. Upside down, then bottom to top. There are two directions, right?
Yes.
Top to bottom and bottom to top. And when you are sleeping, right? When you are sleeping, what is the process? Your body lies down on the bed, right? But your
Mm.
breath is still, your prana is still not sleeping, and your mind is more waking up. So, firstly, your body lies down, then slowly your prana, means life force, also starts feeling sleepy, right?
Yes, sir.
But sometimes your prana also feels sleepy, but your mind is not feeling sleepy. Your mind is still thinking. But slowly, when your prana becomes forceful, then your mind also switches off. And while waking up, firstly your mind wakes up, then your prana, then your body,
Mm.
right? Some people take coffee to wake up their body, right? Nicotine. That is also way. Or some people take, in Ayurvedic, like herbal tea or like that. So that's fine. What I mean is that we have to, you know, notice first thing when we wake up in the morning is our breath. Then, with closed eyes, sit on your bed and observe your breath and make your breath organized. Make your breath also what you call slowly extrovert. Your prana. Prana means breath. Breath means prana here. And with breath, your body, your prana means you actually. Who is Dipti sitting in front of me? Who is Dipti as a living entity? That is prana actually. And which is divided in three parts: body, prana, and mind, right? Like that. And take three breathings and then visualize the God if you believe in whatever God, whomever. If you don't believe in God, then just practice affirmations. This is very scientific affirmations that may today be more auspicious, be more successful, be more, closer to my life goals, my targets. These are affirmations which don't belong to any religion. Even you are Hindu or Christians or Jews or any, this is scientific. Affirmations make your day. And thank God, salute to your parents or whatever. This is the process. And then both palms, joined with both palms, bow down to the divine, to your parents, to your gurus. Then bow down to this Mother Earth. And then you step down on the floor. This is the way. And the first thing your body wants to do, if your body is healthier, then first thing you get up, and if your body is healthier, then your body would like to go to toilet to clean the bowel,
Yes.
right? Why? Because apana is stored there. Means the stool and urine is stored, and to release that you need apana, to release the apana, and that happens to go to the toilet. And if your prana moves in healthy state, in healthy way, then you will not take long to release your stool. You will take only 1 minute or 2 minutes, not more than 3 minutes. And in excessive way, 5 minutes in case of constipations. And constipation is also because of apana. Apana is damaged. Apana is not well. And how we activate apana? Through belly movements,
Mm.
belly movements. So this is the way of beginning the day, and then you brush your teeth, then you take shower, and warm water, lukewarm water is better. Why you? Because your body was warm when you were sleeping. So slowly expose your body to temperature, right? Lower temperatures. We should not switch the body temperature very quickly, otherwise it may harm. This is like if you are in deep sleep and somebody forcefully wakes you up,
Mm.
your energy will disturb. The same thing happens when you are in deep meditation, and somebody, you know, speaks loudly, that will disturb your energy, entire energy. That can make you sick
Mm.
because we have different nadis in the body, right? Nadis. We have different nadis. We have, according to Shiva Sanghita, there are 350,000 nadis in our bodies. 350,000, right? And nadis are latent inside the nerves, right? So nerves are controlled by nadis, and nadis are the pranic pathways, energy channels, and neurons channels are neuropathways, right? What you call nervous system.
Mm.
But prana is more subtler than the nerve impulses. Nerve impulses. Prana is more subtler than nerve impulses, and mind is more subtler than prana. So this is the anatomy. This is the anatomy of our energy, of our energetic system. Sometimes, if your brain is so overthinking, then your prana may get disturbed. Sometimes you need to think, you need to plan, you need to work on. If you are software developer, if you're a programmer, then your brain is so much occupied in that. Your brain consumes more energy, and your brain finds deficiency of prana because of overuses, and there is less supply. And at the same time, when you are thinking, when you are planning, when you are visualizing, then that is creating a kind of stress also in you.
Mm.
You know, means high frequency of the brain is active. We have five frequencies of the brain, right? Delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. So normally people remain in beta. When you are thinking, when you are uh, writing the codes for the software, means your beta is active, and that will exhaust you also, your energy, your whole body, your whole energy system will be exhausted
Mm.
because high frequency. Therefore, we have to low down the brain waves from the beta to alpha,
Mm.
and from alpha to theta. So theta happens when your body is breathing very slow, long, and deep. You will find when you are stressed out, your body breathes shallow. You will find it.
Mm.
Okay. Therefore, We have to train the body. Sometimes we have to ask body, hey, breathe now. Switch off from the work. When you are stressed out, when you are in anxiety, when you are in tension, when you are not finding the solution, some people start smoking, right? They go and they start smoking. Or some people take coffee, some people take tea. But if they can ask their body, hey, breathe, belly breathing, or lungs breathing, or throat breathing, which may look weird at the office in the offices, but in your, if you have chamber, if you have office room, then you can just breathe 10 breath, whole body breath. This is called whole body breathing. What you call yogic breathing, yogic breathing is combination of belly, lungs, and this. So inhale, sometimes inhale, exhale through mouth, and you will feel that you are grounding. You ground yourself. This is very powerful. This works immediately without smoking, without any tobacco, without any nicotine. This is nicotine, without any substances. No, just breath. What happens when you start breathing? When you ask your body, hey, breathe, then what happens? Then you trigger, pituitary gland to secrete the hormones. That is chemicals, that is chemical. And when your chemical is releasing, that is natural. Everyone has that. Everyone contains that. But not everyone knows about that, how to activate that. You have to simply activate pituitary gland. How? Through humming breathing. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Humming is so powerful. That is called local activation. And you can also activate your thyroid gland to secrete the hormone, thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine hormone. When your throat secretes the hormone, then you have also decreased tension in your body. People who gain the weight in their bodies, who put on the weights on their bodies. Why? Because of their thyroid gland doesn't work properly. They develop hypothyroidism because of stress, anxiety, tense. And if they can breathe, throat breathing, ujjayi breath, it will activate this and hormone will secrete properly. And you will find your digestion system works better. Your metabolic system works better. Sometimes you have tension in your belly also. When you are in stress, your belly also gets tightened. What do you need to do that? Belly breathings, local breathings. Sometimes you have a stomach ache. Train your body to breathe belly. Diaphragmatic breathing. This is also called diaphragmatic breathing. So we have to work locally, right? But we have to activate the hormonal system, especially the pituitary gland. Pineal gland is only for sleep, right? Pineal gland secretes melatonin and serotonin hormone. Pineal gland. Pituitary gland releases oxytocin hormone and endorphin hormones also. Okay, so we have to activate them. How? Through simple practice. You don't have to do asana, just breathing. But sometimes breathings also don't work. Sometimes there's so much stress, so much anxiety, so much tension, so much shock. What you call traumatic. Then your breath also is suspended, kind of. Your lungs are also frozen. Your throat is also frozen. Your brain also are seems to be frozen. What do we have to do? We have to activate them. How? Through stretching. Now here we need physical. We have to be very physical. Firstly, mental. Firstly, you try to suggest auto suggestion. This is called auto suggestion. Hey, don't worry. Let go. Practice. Let go. Practice. Leave it. These things mentally. But your mind, your energy doesn't hear. The intensity of the external stimulants, stimulus, external stimulus is so intensive that will not be managed through thought. No. Then breath. Breath can cope. Sometimes your breath also cannot work. Then what? Your entire body. And what is your entire body? Just jump in the pool. Jump in the pool and start swimming. But if you don't have time, if you don't have opportunity to swim, then what? Just walk out. Start walking. Engage your whole body. Means your hippocampus will be activated. Your amygdala will be switched off. In tension and anxiety, your amygdala is hyperactive. So you have to switch off the amygdala. We have to switch up the limbic system. How? By engaging the lower parts of the body. You don't have to use the upper part of the body. Lower part of the body. Brisk walk or stretching, what you are learning in yoga asanas, right? See, interlock the fingers and stretch like this. Even you're sitting in your office on chair, interlock the fingers and stretch. Only 3 breathings, and that is gone. Or just move like this. See, move. Activate your spine. Your central nervous system is also frozen. We have to activate this. And you'll find you are out of that. So you have to become physical. And sometimes that also doesn't work. Then what we have to do? See, press this. Press this. Press your shoulders, Press your hold them and press the shoulders. Or do this, like this. Means your nerves are stretched. And it will go to the brain and your brain will feel lighter. Ultimately, head is working, right? When head collapses, when head doesn't work, in severe attack of fear, in severe attack of, unexpected things, shocking things, or astonishing, bewildering, surprising things, your brain doesn't work. When you get scared, your brain doesn't work. Means brain is completely switched off. Then you have to reset the system. You have to reset the brain. And how you reset the brain? Breathing. If that is also not resetting, then like system, power start, power switch off, force switch off, power button. Sometimes you try to switch off through command, but that's not working. Then power switch off. We have to reboot ourselves. How? Through posture, through walking, through drinking water also. If you drink water, that will also ground. Go into the nature. That is why weekends are to go to the nature, because nature drinks your stress. Nature is so powerful. It can drink, it can take your anxiety, your stress, and nature processes this. This like the plants and trees take your carbon dioxide and give you oxygen. So nature is so powerful, nature is so kind, it always gives what we really need. And it always takes what we really don't need, what we need to eject, what we need to release. A space. And a space is the best place to release all these things. Go into this space and start breathing. A space. A space is so powerful, it can digest even the, poisonous gases of the atom bomb also, you know. Now there is there are no poisonous gases in the space of Japan where there was atom bomb. So space devours, space consumes all the negativities, all the pollutions, all the toxins. In other words, they are blown into emptiness. We have to blow all the tension, all the anxiety, all the blockages from the pranic pathways, neuro pathways, and mind, and then we'll find we are done. This is whole yoga process, right? This is the whole yoga process. This is the holistic yoga, which combines body, prana, and mind. Body, prana, and mind. And ultimately, we have to keep mind healthier, right? Mental health. If your mind is healthier, if your mind doesn't have anxiety, stress, fear, phobias, or traumatic memories, bad memories, which are negative actually, then your prana also will not be ill. If your prana is not ill, your body also will not be ill. And you will find you live healthier lives. But nobody can avoid stress. Even yogis also cannot avoid the stress. Even gods also, yogis also. But yogis have the processor that processes very quickly, right? And brilliant one, or trained one. So you're training yourself, right? To breathe. And breathe deeper. Kapalbhati is very powerful. Kapalbhati is very powerful, right? Bhastrika is very powerful. Throat is very powerful. And humming is very powerful. Okay? Now we'll practice them and then we'll finish this. Okay? So now please show me Kapalbhati, how you breathe Kapalbhati. Yes, engaging the whole belly. Let your body inhale deeply and exhale deeply. The intensity, the frequency, according to your body. And the number of strokes, not less, not more. And every stroke will activate your entire energy system. Every stroke will dispel the anxiety, the carbon dioxide, the negative emotions, art. And every inhalation will supply the healing energy, the rejuvenating energy. So your body needs to inhale and exhale both. When you find that your body needs to stop and to resume, to regain, to restore, you just stop doing and observe. Yes, after restoration, you inhale and exhale nostril breathings. So if there is evening, then you will inhale and exhale through right only. Block your left nostril and inhale, exhale through right. Use your left hand to block left nostril. Yeah, use your thumb. Use thumb. Yes. Inhale and exhale through right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yes, enough. So 3 to 5 times or 7 or 10 times are enough to prepare yourself. Okay. Now, Bhasrika Pranayama. One set of Bhasrika. Yeah, make the fist. While bringing down, make the fist. While bringing down. Yes. Listen, your whole energy. Listen, cooperate with the process. Begin with slow, then speed up, then slow down, more faster, slowly, slowly, speed up faster, but listening again, always listening. Yes. Relax your whole body. Now, non doing, non striving, non seeking, non finding, nothing, emptiness. Simply let go. And all these practices will restore your energy very quickly, not forcing. Excellent. Now, five, right nostril breathing. It's called Surya Pranayama. Block your left nostril with left hand, left thumb, actually. Yeah. All other fingers folded, only thumb is open. All fingers folded. Yes, yes, yes. Slow inhale and slow exhale. But again, the definition of slow, according to your body, according to your energy. Excellent. Now, five Ujjayi breath. Produce sound. While inhaling, produce sound. I am not hearing your sound. Can you switch on the original sound for musician in your Zoom microphone? There is option original sound for musicians so that I can hear. Enable original sound for musicians in microphone modes. The audio.
Yes.
Yeah. Now. Yes. Inhale, produce sound. After inhalation, hold the breath for some seconds, then slowly exhale through throat only. Yes, enough. Now humming breathings. Breathe 5 humming breathings. Humming.
Pranayama, sir.
5 humming breathings. 5. So, like this. Yes. Now, simply relax. Enter into Udana and Samana. Excellent. Now finish this with one's own Trishanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms. Spread your face, crown, throat, chest, belly, middle back, lower back, buttocks, thighs, knees, calf muscles, both palms together. Bow down to your Guru, all the Gurus, and to this divine knowledge.